Lucky to hit
With
50.
Rookie on production, Chris Reavers, director of social media, John Hyde in the newsroom, and occasionally
John in
Tony
Arizona
from a
wants an
private coffee
update.
shop. Here is your flashlight
Tony to be done?
fireworks commissioner and keeper of common sense, your mayor, Joe Souchere.
He's like the dog that's ready for the walk right now. I'm going to go right now. Oh, buddy, I got to open the door first.
Don't tell me that Prior Lake just scored again.
That's a highlight. You can't now. You always yelled at me that I couldn't watch the Twins game when we did the show. You can't do the same thing with the high school hockey tournament.
I can't see it anyway because you closed the curtain. I have to look through this little slit.
I'll keep you updated. I'm watching it. Prior Lake 3, Creighton 0.
How did a team with that Alex Bump on it manage to lose 10 games?
Was he there for the whole season?
Yeah.
Oh.
He had 44 goals.
I wish you guys could have seen his reaction with every goal that this kid scored in the first period.
Can't believe
bleep it, Creighton. Let's bleep it going here.
What's the deal here? John in Arizona wants an update on minutes gained since the 21st of December. I think it's about a little more than 2 hours already.
Is it really?
Yeah. Well, let's say it got dark at 4:30 on December 21st. It's not getting dark out now till a little after 6. I'll call it an hour, 40 minutes we've gained.
And we spring forward this weekend.
Yeah, that's right. John, you had something you wanted to get off your chest.
I have a correction of myself. The other day we were quite confused by the aide who I said worked for Rand Paul, who was indicted. Well, he did work for Rand Paul, but the information we had that he was married to Rand Paul's granddaughter-in-law,
Right.
was married to Ron Paul's granddaughter-in-law. Ron, of course, being Rand's father.
So
Okay?
it's his daughter?
No, it's not. It's Ron Paul's daughter's daughter. So it's
John,
his niece.
a little
It's
radio
Rand
tip
Paul's
here.
niece.
Radio and broadcasting tip here. If you're going to make a correction, John, make it about something we give an S about.
Well, I received an email about this.
Okay.
That's why
I know
I'm
why you
correcting
did.
it.
Because this was, I think, one of our YouTube highlights featured in the Garage Logic YouTube channel.
Was it?
And it did receive
Well,
some
and
attention.
here's the problem, and it's my fault. I should have checked it out.
I
but
think that's enough.
Well, no, hang on. I want to explain myself. I went back and looked. I got this story from a newspaper article and from a Yahoo article,
Yeah.
both of which were incorrect also. But I should have done the research and realized it would be
By the
Ron
way,
Paul's.
when is your apology to me?
For what?
Because I'm the one that asked the question. Isn't he a
That's
little
right.
young
Yep.
to have a married grandchild at 58 years old?
And I think Joe then asked for the screeching tires, didn't he?
Yes, he
I
did.
think. Yeah, so yeah, I guess you
That
should
means I
apologize
get a
to Chris,
mulligan.
I guess.
That means I get a mulligan.
Bert says, I don't wear wacky T-shirts, but if you guys made a nice one that said, the older you get, the more Mrs. Howell comes into play, I would wear it gladly. I might make my own. It could be one of the life's little truisms on how aging brings realistic expectations, or just how some of us become dirty old men. And it's Bailey for sure, Bert notes. I would wear that. The older you get, the more Mrs. Howell comes into play, and then you have to put Kenny Olson's signature on the bottom of it.
Joe, what's his last name? Schneider sent me an email this morning with a picture of Mrs. Howell, which I can only think was at her like 120th birthday party, and she does not come into play.
By the way, I did get a text, Kenny, from my brother who loves you, and he says, Mrs. Howell, question mark? Really? Question mark.
He's obviously not old enough yet.